What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Tuesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and this podcast being brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. Okay, I'm going to tell you here at the top that I'm going to make some changes, and you're going to, if you're an NFL bettor, you're not going to like this, okay? But my NFL betting is going to dramatically change for the next weeks. Don't know how long, but for weeks. The NFL has become unwatchable. It's become unbettable, and it's become a product that is unrecognizable to those of us who grew up with the game. My generation is what made the NFL great. My generation's the one that turned the NFL into what it is today. Our obsession with everything NFL, our obsession with daily fantasy, our obsession with sports gambling becoming legalized. The kickoffs have been a disaster. They're a joke to watch every Sunday. It's impossible to actually call that football. The flags are so inconsistent and make no sense. They throw flags and pick them up for no reason. They throw flags for roughing when it's a football play. I watch college every Saturday and I see football. I see football kickoffs. I see, while I don't like the targeting call is pretty clear. We know what targeting is. We have no idea what roughing the passer is. We have no idea what with unnecessary roughness is. We have no idea what pass interference is. We have no idea. It's all subjective. It's all literally pulling things out of our behinds and just deciding to make it up on the fly. It's remarkable what happens every single Sunday and every single Monday and Thursday watching these games and how poor the product is. From the quarterback play, which has just been an absolute joke for the first 7 weeks of the season, to what happened last night. I mean, I had to sit there and sweat the Ravens game. That was ridiculous. Like, why are we sweating the Ravens game? They're up 40-18. Never in a million years has that been a sweat. It was a sweat. We got it right. The Cardinals game was a complete ridiculous. I mean, I was on the Discord channel. I told you guys to bet Cardinals money line. I got out of the bet because I saw it. You can see from a mile away. It was coming. It was like, okay, this is going to happen. Marvin Harrison got a 15-yard flag for what? Because somebody hit him with his helmet? Like, what are we doing? Like, this is incredible. Like, it is. So my NFL betting is going to shrink dramatically. My college football betting will increase probably. Saturdays will have a bigger card officially. Sunday's card is going to be small. And I'm going to go where you can make money, right? I mean, there are people who do not bet the NFL after week 6 because of this reason. They've seen this for years. But the NFL's got a product problem because forever, January was always the payoff, right? The playoffs. Well, we have a college football playoff coming in January, a college football playoff that will rival the NFL, that will make it something that we're going to have an opportunity to do, to watch. So I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to watch and see how this plays out. I'm excited to see how it all goes down. But I'm changing, okay? I'm giving you guys the heads up. You might be like, Matt, where is it? Where are the plays? I'm talking like 3 units on Sunday. That's it. Maybe less, okay? This podcast is up to me as to what I want to play and what I want to bet. Give me college every day, okay? I've been leaning this. I've been talking about this. I've been heading. I broke last night. That Cardinal game broke me. That just caused me to go, nope, okay, because you could see it. The flag that got picked up, that they called the ball uncatchable, you could call holding, say, hey, the ball's uncatchable, so it's holding. I mean, it was a clear problem by the DB who interfered, got in the way, caused a problem with the route. It's either holding or pass interference. If the ball's uncatchable, it's holding. Harbaugh lost his mind for a reason, for good reason. Should have lost his mind. It's incredible to watch. They picked the flag up. Why'd you throw the flag? You saw the play. You saw what happened. Pick the flag up. Oh, the ball's uncatchable. Well, then it's holding. And it was holding. It was either holding and then it was pass interference. So it's pretty clear to me what happened there. And then the Cardinals get the football back and they get a 15-yard gift to start the whole drive. I mean, it changed the entire game. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, you want to go official? The hockey bet was bad. I mean, they pulled Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky was awful. He got yanked, gave up 4 goals and got yanked. 5-2 win for the Maple Leafs. That killed the bet, unfortunately. They scored 1 goal in the third period. But Vasilevsky, that's awful for him. He got yanked. So that's what killed the day, not the football. Football went 1-1. The hockey bet went down. But it's just one of those situations where I'm at my wit's end with the NFL. and it's time to take some time off. It's time just to kick back. We'll bet props, not too many, but maybe a teaser or two. But the days of me getting involved in 5-6 games in the NFL on sides and totals for at least the rest of October and maybe longer is gone. It's out the window here. And I know we do pretty well in the NFL. It's just the product is a problem. Watching this and having money on it and watching this is not fun anymore for me. So congratulations to the NFL. You just drove me even more into college football. I don't think it's a bad place to be, quite honestly. Saturdays are so much better than Sundays. I have so much more fun watching Saturday than Sunday. And I don't have to pay $375 to watch every college game, but I do for the NFL. So, it's cheaper on top of that to watch college football than it is watching the NFL. So today's fun. So as a palate cleanser for today, I never bet parlays. You're getting 4 today. Why? Because hockey is doing something called Frozen Frenzy. Every single hockey team is playing today, beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern time with Washington and Philadelphia, and ending with dropping of the puck at 11 p.m. Eastern time for the Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights. You get a game starting every 15 minutes throughout the entire night. I mean, this is awesome. Yes, the NBA is back tonight. Yes, it's banner night. Yes, I have a play on the Celtics and the Knicks. But I got 4 quarter unit parlays to throw at you just to have some fun across the entire day. The most we're going to lose is 1 unit. If we miss them all we got to do is hit 1. We hit 2, we're good. We hit 3, we're doing great. Gifts and no gifts and moneyline parlays, and give you all the plays coming up here in a second. I'll explain them as to what we're doing. We're following trends. We'll see if we go 0-4, we go 0-4. But I want to have some fun. I want to have action all night. I want to watch what's going to play out here. It should be a lot of fun. You can bet them all at DraftKings. DraftKings lets you parlay all of this stuff, but other books do as well. Speaking of DraftKings, this podcast being brought to you by the DraftKings Pick 6. You guys can go and download the Pick 6 app right now. Use that code JUICE when you sign up. New Pick 6 customers, you play $5 with Pick 6 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits guaranteed. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-78-9777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions may vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos. Let's talk about the opening night tonight for the Boston Celtics. Banner night against the New York Knicks. Perfect opponent. Perfect opponent for the Celtics. This team was unbelievable last year at home. They weren't great against the number, mind you. And so the 5.5 number does worry me a bit. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Boston opened at 5 as a 5-point favorite. Now it's up to 5.5, up by a half a point. My gut tells me there'll be money coming in on the Knicks. My gut tells me you're going to get 5. You might get 4.5 for the Celtics. If that happens, I like it even more. This Celtics team, I think, can name its number, even without Porzingis playing. They're so deep. The entire team is back. And I think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum actually have a lot to prove this year. You might say, wow, Matt, they're winning a championship, and you're going to say that they're going to need to prove something? Yes. Why? The Olympics for Jason Tatum. Not playing, getting benched, not being a part of the gold medal team really at all. The questions that have been all around him about, well, you won it, but the path. All that nonsense. Jaylen Brown wasn't even put on the All-Star team, the Olympic team. He was left off of it. Jaylen Brown won the MVP of the NBA Finals, and yet people are still wondering what Jaylen Brown will do. Jaylen Brown for an MVP, really possible. Like, really, really possible. I was going to do NBA futures today until I realized that we can do NBA futures tomorrow on the podcast, because the teams that start tomorrow, well, the full schedule of the NBA really starts tomorrow. It doesn't really start today. What starts today are just 2 games, and it's banner night for the Celtics, but you got Knicks and the Celtics, and then the T-Wolves and the Lakers, and then everyone else starts tomorrow. So on tomorrow's podcast, we can do NBA. We can do NBA futures. But for today, we can just lay the 5.5 with the Boston Celtics, but I'm not going full unit. We're going to go half a unit. 0.55 units down to win a half a unit here. Why? It's opening night. It's banner night, okay? I think Boston kills the Knicks just because, but Boston could take their foot off the gas. Boston could get backdoored. I mean, it's happened before to them in the fourth quarter. Last year, Boston had all sorts of big leads, and Boston didn't finish. Now, new year, kind of the same team, but they've talked about wanting to finishing more in the fourth quarter. They've talked about being a better defensive team. And I know the Knicks have got new players, okay? I understand a lot of people are going to be all about the Knicks and Karl Anthony Towns and blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes, I like Karl Anthony Towns, okay? I do think that's good, okay? But this idea that New York has firepower, okay, like, sure. Like, okay. Even now, people are doubting the Celtics. Even after the championship, people are doubting the Celtics. It's OG, here they go. Oh, here, okay. Jalen Brunson, look out, here we go. Okay, I mean, I get it. You can be in love with the Knicks. Again, it's not popular to love on the Celtics. It's way better to like the dog and way better to like the Knicks, okay? It's better for clicks. I get it, all of it, sure. Give me the 5.5 for the Celtics tonight. Only half a unit, though. 0.55 units down to win a half unit on opening night, on banner night for the Celtics here. Now, to Frozen Frenzy. This is going to be crazy. I'm going to put the picks on the screen, and then we're going to talk about it because they're a little bit complicated, okay? So Boston minus 5.5. First period overs. These are quarter unit plays, all four of them. First period over for Colorado, the Rangers, and the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's start here with Colorado. They are 6 for 6 for a first period over 1.5 goals so far in 2024. To start the year, 6 games, 6 times it's gone over. Colorado tonight is taking on Seattle. Seattle, for them this year, kind of a middle of the pack, 3-6 type of team. Half the time they have gone to a first period over. But when you couple it with Colorado, who's 6 for 6, first leg is Colorado over 1.5 goals. Second leg of this first parlay are the Rangers. The Rangers to go over 1.5 goals. They are 4-1 to a first period over for the Rangers so far this year. And the Rangers are taking on the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens this season, they are 5-1 themselves to a first period over. So Montreal and New York are playing each other. Both of them are 80 and 83% on the year. Second leg, first period over 1.5 goals for the Rangers and the Montreal Canadiens. It doesn't matter. It's 2-0 either side or 1-1. Okay, this is just 2 goals being scored in the first period. And then finally, we're going with the Vegas Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights are a team that has scored, again, 5 out of 6 games to a first period over for the Vegas Golden Knights, and they will end the night with the LA Kings. The LA Kings, much like Seattle, 50% of the time, they are 3-3 to a first period over. Now, if we get the first 2 legs of this, considering that it is such a juicy parlay, it's plus 437, I don't mind coming in and betting the opposite side. Just guarantee yourself something, right? You can come in, you can bet a half a unit on the no, or the under rather, under 1.5 goals, and guarantee yourself profit. It's the last game, okay? So you have Colorado, and then the Ranger game, and then you have the VGK game here in Vegas late. You can jump on that, okay? Colorado, the Rangers, and Vegas, 3-leg, first period over 1.5 goals in each of those games is a plus 437 parlay. Put a quarter unit down on that first leg. Second parlay for you guys, and this podcast might get a little long, so I apologize. I love doing gifts and no gifts. This is a no gift parlay. Dallas and Carolina. Well, Dallas is playing Carolina. Dallas is 1. I'm sorry. Carolina and Edmonton are playing each other. Dallas is playing the Stars are the least likely team to give up 2 goals, have 2 goals. They're at Buffalo. So Dallas is last. They are 1-5 to a first period over. Sorry, this is a gift. Sorry, goal in the first 10 minutes. Excuse me. This is getting too complicated. Sorry, let me put this back. No gift. No goal in the first 10 minutes for Dallas and their game here. That means no goal in the first 10 minutes is a gift. Goal in the first 10, no on this. So Dallas, they've only had 1 goal in the first 10 minutes 1 time so far this year, which is good. Buffalo is a team that's been pretty prolific at this. Okay, this might be a little bit of a sweat on Buffalo. They're 5-2 to the yes for a goal in the first 10 minutes, but let's just hope that Dallas doesn't score and the Buffaloes don't score either. Going to combine that with Edmonton and Carolina. They are 2-4 and 1-3 respectively. So only 25% of the time and 33% of the time, if they had a goal in the first 10 minutes, we're going to put those two together, and that is a plus 379 parlay for a quarter unit. Again, Dallas and Buffalo will be the sweat here. I don't think we'll get a goal in the first 10 minutes for Carolina and Edmonton, but we could get one here for Dallas and Buffalo. First 10 minutes, if it goes to 9:59, we cash. Once it hits 10 minutes, we're good, okay? If a goal is scored between 0 and 9:59, if a goal gets scored there, we're dead, okay? Two-leg, no gift parlay at plus 379 for a quarter unit. Now, let's look at full games. Going off records here, okay? We're going to fade the bad teams. The San Jose Sharks are 0-4-2. They have 2 points on the year. The Nashville Predators are 0-5. They have no points on the year. Only team in the NHL yet to record any points, yet they are favored against the Bruins here today, which is really pretty funny, okay? So let's say the Bruins are going to lose this game. The Bruins are on the road at Nashville. If we take the Bruins at plus 1.5 goals, they can lose 3-2. They can lose 4-3. They just can't lose by 2 goals. But they also can win the game outright, by the way. Bruins are dogs. But you take the Bruins at plus 1.5 goals and then parlay that with the Ducks, who are at home against San Jose, who have 2 points so far on the year. The Anaheim Ducks, they haven't been outstanding either, but they're 2-2-1 on the year, and they're 1-1 at home. The Sharks are the Sharks are 0-2-1 on the road. They're 0-4 overall on the year, but 0-2-1 on the road. If we get a Duck win here, combined with the Bruins at plus 1.5 goals, that parlay comes in at a quarter unit at plus 117. And then finally, an all New York Rangers Devils moneyline parlay. Why? The Devils lead the NHL in points with 11 points. The Rangers have 9 and they're 4-0-1 on the season so far. The Rangers are at home against Tampa Bay, who are on a back-to-back after getting smoked 5-2 against Toronto last night. They have to go play the team with the most points so far in the NHL. That's bad news for Tampa. Money line for New Jersey. And the Rangers come in here, like we talked about earlier, on the road at Montreal. Montreal is not great. They're 2-3-1 on the year, 2-2 at home. Rangers, though, are 3-0 on the road so far this season. Rangers and the Devils moneyline parlay is a plus 135 play for a quarter unit. All right. So we got 5 bets. We have bets going all day, but only 1.5 units basically in play. 1.55 units. So a lot of action, not a lot of money in play. Perfect for a Tuesday, palate cleansing type of day to get ourselves just to have some fun because I'm just so frustrated with football. The Celtics laying 5.5 to win a half a unit. First period over for Colorado, the Rangers, and the Golden Knights at plus 437. No gift parlay for Dallas and Carolina at plus 379. Bruins on the puck line combined with the Ducks on the money line. That's plus 1.5 goals for the Bruins at plus 117. And the Rangers and the Devils money line parlay comes in at plus 135 for Frozen Frenzy. Have fun. Enjoy it. I will talk to you guys in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast presented by DraftKings.